And we are live. Welcome to the Arena Coop. This is Adwicta.
Hey, this is Merps.
And we've been a little absent this past week, although Shang has started doing Poultrilizers. But Merps is
Yeah,
back this week for a Poultrilizer on Tuesday.
I'm back.
And
It's been a good break.
more importantly, he has submitted his paper right before this. Which is great, because that means as soon as we're done here, we're going right back to the tier list work. We have been, so Merps has probably spent about half this weekend working on Hearth Arena or tier list related things. I've spent my entire weekend on it. We're not done. We're not going to be done tonight. We are going to be, and the programmer has spent half his weekend on it. And the programmer is going to spend all of tomorrow on it, and Merps is going to spend more or less all of tomorrow on it. And I'm going to spend whatever time I get after I get out of work, and we'll get it done overnight, tomorrow night, and the patch will be up like European time morning. So by the time any of you guys play in the afternoon or at night, it should be up. The notes may be a little sparse because we're just going to push this thing out. And we've just done so many rounds of testing. We keep adding stuff. Like, the programmer is still like adding stuff. So it's going to be pretty extensive, and I'm not sure if you guys are even going to be able to like notice the depth of what is being changed in there. But you can just tell from the way the tier list is going to change how much work has gone in. And Hearth Arena, whatever like the tier list looks like is changing, Hearth Arena is going to change like 5 times as much
Yeah.
because of the way
Let's
we
stop for a
rework things.
second.
Yeah.
Heptadragon just resubscribed 2 months in a row. Thank you so much, Heptadragon. Really appreciate the support.
Definitely, thank you. We're at like 40 subs now, by the way. So we're like
Cool.
inching closer to that 50 sub goal. So keep resubscribing, and subscribe if you haven't. And we'll hit that 50 sub goal at some point, and then we'll
At
have
some
all our
point.
nice emotes. So
But
anyway, that was the Hearth Arena and tier list update, though, because it's been on our mind, and we know that we've been telling you guys it's happening for like 2 weeks now, and it hasn't. But we've been working on it.
yeah, so guys, it's just going to take a long time. This is the biggest update we've had since the start of GVG. A lot of stuff is changing. A lot of stuff is changing by a significant amount. It's not uncommon to see stuff change by more than 10 points just because we have the data right now. We're poring over the data. It takes a long time to look at it and just kind of differentiate the real from the fake. So that's what we're doing right now. And
Such fake data. Such fake data. Um, it's kind of fun, though, besides just moving Mistress of Pain up a ton. There are certain cards where you just look at it and you're like, look, people are really not having any success with this card. Like, people who are good at this game aren't having success with this card. People who are bad at this game aren't having success with this card. Just no one is. And in our experience, we haven't had that much success either. Even if we're like some of the best users of this card, it's just not a good card, and we're going to bump it down. So things are moving. You'll see a couple cards move like 15 points. It's going to be a
yeah,
huge tier list change. And then Hearth Arena itself, we talked about this before, it's going to start doing things we don't do because we can't, because we don't have a computer in our heads. So that's going to be exciting. All right, so we're doing Hunter today. Fallen a bit in the meta, I think, since we last did Hunter, but still a good class. Definitely in the middle or like high middle. What do you think?
yeah, I definitely think it's mid slash like top mid tier. One of the problems is it's just a little bit too draw dependent. You can have a great curve, but I think it just doesn't have the consistency of a Paladin, right? And you have some comeback mechanics, for example, Unleash the Hounds, but yeah, it's just, I think the consistency really holds it back.
Explosive shot. What a comeback mechanism.
Explosive shot is pretty good.
Yeah, so that's the thing with aggro decks, and that's if you try to build for aggro, and Hunter had a lot of success going more aggro in the beginning of GVG, you always run into the consistency of draw problem unless you have like 6/1 drops, which you can, but then you run into the RPS problem of certain decks will just kill you, and there are more and more of those decks
Yeah.
as the meta slows down, and you get into more and more trouble. So the whole consistency thing is being thrown off a little for the Hunter, but the result of that is that you can't go full aggro anymore. The results are not as good as consistent consistently. Which is where the meta was always going to move. That's what happened after Nax. That's what happens after GVG. You have the initial period where everything's like a little faster, and then things start slowing down. The thing with Nax was that it started off not terribly fast to begin with, so when it slowed down, it like slowed down. But here in GVG, it kind of is getting to a good zone again, and I like the speed where it's at. But I'm gonna pick Explosive Shot, and you can keep talking.
Yeah, I definitely picked the explosive shot. Another problem was when we rated it as like super high tier, that was a little bit before Paladins got super crazy or they were super popular, and now I would say that Paladins are probably the #1 class in Arena, and that was before then. And I hate the Hunter versus Paladin matchup. I think Paladin is just really favored in that matchup, and that hurts the Hunter as well. I don't really mind the Hunter versus Mage matchup, but Paladins, they just have efficient removal, good early game now. Shielded Minibot is such a pain to deal with, and also they have quite a few class heals as well, which is really annoying.
Yeah, the class heals really do you in. And I mean, that's the problem with like some class like the Warrior as well, which we don't talk about because no one plays Warrior. But if there's ever a Arena Warrior meta, you're going to see the Hunters be like, yeah, again. It's kind of like constructed in that sense. The hero powers just kind of neutralize each other a little too well. Right. Okay, so here we take Animal Companion. One of the things you're going to notice in the tier list update, and we've been talking about it internally before, is Swamp Ooze moving down. We had moved it up in the beginning when there was a ton of weapons in GVG, because in GVG introduced new weapons. But now, just generally, the 2-drop meta has become more so that you just have to play it on turn 2. And you don't have enough 2-drops in your deck that you don't have the choice to hold it. So, and even if you get it later on, let's say turn 5, and you don't have a 5-drop, you play a 3 and a 2, you need to play the Swamp Ooze at that point. You can't just hero power. You're falling too far behind. So the Swamp Ooze has, we think, lost some value.
Battle Ooze in the chat is obviously very sad that we're not picking the Ooze. But sorry, Battle Ooze. It's great to have stats to kind of back up your intuitions. And Ooze is one of those cards in which ever since the beginning of Hearthstone Arena, it's been anointed as the best 2-drop, and no one has really challenged that.
We challenged it.
We challenged it.
We had it at the same place as Bomb Lobber when we first put the tier list out. But then more weapons were added to the game, and we're like, all right, fine, we'll put Ooze back up, and it was true. But now, especially with like a Paladin, right? What are you oozing, right? The muster for battle, like the Light's Justice or whatever. It's not that great.
Yeah.
Whereas pinging is amazing, and so things like Matt Bomber will retake the throne. Klingon Admiral, congratulations! You have just subscribed. Welcome to the Coop. You like that sound? We got that sound going now.
I can't hear it.
You can't hear it, Mervs. Mervs can't hear the sound. I hear the sound. You guys hear the sound. Thanks for the sub. So this is going to be a good run. We have an Explosive Shop, a Savannah Highmane, an Animal Companion, and we have a sub. And we have a renewed sub. So it's all going the Arena Coop's way tonight so far.
Yeah.
All right. We're done talking about random things. Let's go on to the draft. Amani Berserker, a 2-drop.
Easy Amani Berserker pick. Oh.
Second Explosive Shot. Or a 1. Okay, so this is going to make us like second guess. I'll give you guys a preview of the list of cards that are like top 5, no matter whether you're an infinite player or if you're an average player. It goes something like, Argent Squire, and I mean like best overall, having nothing to do with our our tier list or like Hearth Arena's like ratings or whatever. Just if this card is in your deck, how well do you do? And it's like Tree of Life. God, what are the other ones? You know, I could look at it right now. Some of these are like so ridiculous that we're not even like listening to it. But Young Priestess is really far up there. Oh, Baron Rivendare is consistently the best card. I assume because you would only pick Baron Rivendare if you had 2 Savannah Highmanes.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but Tree of Life, Shadow Bomber. Oh god, Shadow Bomber.
A lot of the 1-drops as well, like Leper Gnome, it's been shown that even in non-aggro classes, it's still a winning card.
Yeah, it's a very winning card for no good reason, really. But, well, what's the... Oh, Sinister Strike is great. Angry Chicken is one of the best cards you can possibly pick, but not as good as a Hungry Crab. These are all things that beat Ragnaros, by the way. These are all things that beat, like, you know, Mount Muster for Battle. Like, the cards that you think are the best cards are not the most winningest cards. So we had to. This is what I mean, but we had to filter out like a lot of, you know, noise in the data.
Right, and a good example.
High sample size too.
Really high, thousands upon thousands. This is all Hearth Arena, so like this is great for us. Like, we love data like this. We love pouring over it. I don't love not showering and just pouring over data, but you know, you do what you got to do. So let's pick the explosive shot here.
Let's go with explosive. But yeah, Young Priestess is very, very high. And one drops in general for Hunter are good, to no one's surprise. But you know, nothing's gonna beat out an explosive shot in my book.
Yeah. Cleon Admiral asks, is there a result of very small sample size concerning these cards? Nope. So with some of these, you just have to think about the way that the results were extracted, right? For example, the results say that Mad Scientist is one of the best cards, period. It's just sickeningly good. But then you think of the way that Hearth Arena works. Hearth Arena is going to tell you to pick Mad Scientist when you already have a lot of synergy.
You know, that's actually a really bad example, because we calculate classes. It's class parity calculations. So the Mad Scientist is only good in 3 classes, and the fact that they're picked more in those 3 classes has no effect on the final like score that we look at. So Mad Scientist is actually just kind of better than we think it is.
All right, Mad Scientist is just the best thing
New meta.
ever.
Mad Scientist in non-secret classes.
But,
all right, Spellbreaker or Tracking here?
Spellbreaker is a lot of times just a slow card in Hunter.
But Tracking is by definition just spending 1 mana to do nothing. I'd still pick a Spellbreaker over Tracking.
I think a Spellbreaker is fine. I'm okay with 1 Spellbreaker.
Okay.
Yeti is pretty good. Do we need a 2 right now? We don't need a 2.
We don't need a 2. I'd go with a Yeti. We don't have a 4 yet.
Right.
Iron Beak. Oh, well, we're not taking another 5. That's just making it way too high. So we're going with the multi-shot.
Right. We have a lot of removal right now.
Yeah. But still, hey, we're going to be a control hunter.
Oh,
we were talking about a slow hunter working, and
yeah,
looks like we're going to be playing it. Ooh, Web Spinner or Mech Warper? This is a good decision point, whether it's a Mech Warper or Web Spinner. Again, I don't want a Fen Creeper. Hearth Arena is picking a Fen Creeper. I have no idea why it's so high on a Fen Creeper. It's actually like adding points onto the Fen Creeper.
Also, after the changes, it won't be. I think, especially with the others. Yeah.
Will be very close still. It will be very, very close with the Mech Warper.
Okay, but I think Mech Warper will win. I'm looking at your screen right now. This is a tough one.
Yeah. So Web Spinner or a Mech Warper. We have no mechs yet, but it's only card 9. We could definitely pick up some mechs. And Mech Warper is kind of insanely powerful with some more mechs. Web Spinner is just generally good. We have an Amani. We talked about Web Spinner is best with a 2/3, because you drop a Web Spinner, they drop a 2/3, you drop a 2/3, you now have the advantage. With a 3/2, it doesn't do much because you can't ping. You just kind of like punt a little damage. So that's good so far, but we only have 1/2. Hunter is kind of in danger of not getting enough 2s. So I would go with the Mech Warper here just to kind of be on the safe side over the Web Spinner.
I kind of want the Web Spinner. I think being able to use that turn 1 mana is just so good, right? Being able to use it on a Web Spinner or a Chow. And if you're able to back it up with a Goizuka or like you said, a 2/3, it's just such a strong move. I think I would take the Web Spinner. It's close.
I mean, we have so many beasts already. I'm not even taking the beast into consideration, but we'll go Web Spinner and go full on with the beast synergy then. I'm okay with taking a Web Spinner.
Yeah.
It's just, so my consideration was that at the end game, because the draft is getting to a certain point where we want more than 1 2-drop. If you're going to be missing a 2-drop or you're going to be missing a Web Spinner, you want to be missing the Web Spinner and to have the 2-drop. So now we're going to dig down in value at some point. So Imp Master, very obvious here.
So good.
Right? Like here now, do I want a Raptor? Do I want an Animal Companion? Yes, I want an Animal Companion, but we're just passing up 1 more 2-drop.
Yeah, we are.
You see how in Hearth Arena right now, the Raptors are already starting to catch up to the Animal Companion.
It's getting a little bit worried.
Yeah, and it should be.
We're getting a little bit worried.
So the Tiger's going to win over the Shattered Sun Cleric. I like that because we have 3 3-drops already. We don't need the Shattered Sun Cleric.
No.
It works really well with both our Web Spinner and our Amani, but we just don't need that card, like draft-wise. Whereas the Tiger's fine because we actually don't have a 5-drop.
Do we need the ship's cannon?
No, we don't need the ship's cannon. If you're not going to go down in value from a Web Spinner to a Mech Warper, you're really going to go down from a Tiger to a ship's cannon.
Yeah, it's tough. So we really do want those 2s though, but I'm right here.
There's a 2.
Yep.
So Deadly Shot is going to seem like it's going to be a lot better, but I think now's the time when we go down in value.
I think it is.
From a
Deadly
Shot
good,
to a Haunted Creeper.
Yeah, it's not like... Yeah. It's not tippy top tier.
Yeah, it's gotten worse in GVG because there's a lot of random little stuff, and the Hunter has no way to deal with random little stuff to begin with.
And a Haunted Creeper is great for that.
Hey, it's a Zombie Chow.
Zombie Chow just wins games.
Yep.
Flat out.
And we have 2 Animal Companions already, so...
We have 2 animal companions. It's
and we're not
Chow
fast.
Here. No.
Alright, we're not that desperate to take a Loot Hoarder here over Stormwind Champion, are we? It's a late deck. We only have 1 Savannah Highmane and 1 Tiger as our big things. I think we could take Stormwind Champion.
I think we could take it.
So we have 2 2-drops. We're halfway through the draft. We need to lean towards the 2-drops. So here the Swamp Ooze is going to look better than the Shattered.
I definitely think so. I think here it's the Ooze. It's a good 2.
Good. Now we have 3 2-drops, or like 2.5 2-drops, and 1 1-drop that can basically make us okay if we tap the next turn.
Right.
And here we're going to have another Animal Companion. This deck, where are our what do you call
Glaive
it?
Zuka would be so strong.
Glaive Zuka.
So
Glaive
strong.
Zuka. So we have 3 Animal Companions and an Imp Master. We're done with 3s. I don't want to see any more 3s. Gladiator's Longbow.
Yeah.
Gonna take that over an Echoing Ooze.
Yeah.
So we technically have 3.5 2-drops. We need 6 for a Hunter as a minimum. 3.5 to 6. We are on card 18. We're still doing fine. Gladiator's Longbow is such good card advantage, and we're going to have... This is a late game Hunter.
Yeah.
Well,
Freezing Trap is good.
do we need that too?
So
Haunted
you could
Creeper
put it...
and Web Spinner are both beasts.
They are both beasts. I think having 1 Freezing Trap is just so strong. We definitely have synergy with the Hyena, but Freezing Trap is just a sickeningly good card.
Okay.
Because a lot of times with the pressure that you're able to put with the Hunter, they can't even play it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's
That's fair.
almost... Yeah, it's almost like a hard removal. Jeez.
Hey, no one ever complained about too many explosive shots.
I might.
Nope. Nope. We're not complaining about too many explosive shots.
I don't know. It's a little bit too much.
No such thing. Oregon Infiltrator. All right. That's a great card. Abusive Sergeant is very good for a Hunter, especially with the way we have with some 1-drops, but we want a Oregon Infiltrator, especially because we may not actually have enough 2s.
Yeah. Oregon's really good. Arcane Shot is also really
I
good.
was about to say, I kind of want the Arcane Shot.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure I'm not crazy here. Because we
don't
have
have
the
any
3s.
issues with 3s.
Yeah, we have the 3s. We don't have 4s.
We don't have 4s, so which is another reason why we want 2s.
Mm-hmm.
We could potentially do 2 2-drops on turn 4.
Yep. So if you look at the card advantage wise, we're going to be getting our card advantage back from the Gladiator's Longbow, from the Savannah Highmane, from the Explosive Shots, from the Multi-Shot, and from, well, the Web Spinner is going to give us another beast, which is somewhere in this middle zone. So we're not doing too good on card advantage for a late game deck, but we're not doing bad either.
Yeah.
And we're looking to survive the early game because we have no Unleash the Hounds.
Yeah. Question from the chat: how many 2, 3, and 4 drops would you recommend to pick at an arena draft generally?
4 to 6 2-drops.
Yeah, generally like 4
Zombie
to 6.
Chow and Flame Imp and Mana Worm and Worgen Infiltrator count as 2-drops also.
Yeah.
And then 4 3-drops. I'm going with Tracking Hero over an Archmage.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with Tracking Hero. Archmage, not spectacular at all. Oh.
This is not good. It's at this point that I wish the Web Spinner was a 2-drop.
Yeah.
Second Spellbreaker or an Ogre Magi. Ogre Magi has synergy with the Arcane Shot and in the late game with the Multi-Shot. I think I'd take an Ogre Magi here.
That's really late game.
Yeah, but it's not like Spellbreaker's a drop. Like, okay, I would take a Oasis Snapjaw or a, just crappy 4-drop. I take that over any of these. But
yeah.
Second Spellbreaker, really?
Yeah, I guess it's the Ogre Magi. This is a pretty subpar pick.
Oh, yes.
I actually can't see the pick right now. Oh, okay. Good.
It's got to be the Nerubar Weblord. Because we have nothing that has a battle cry. So the Nerubar Weblord is basically the strongest card in the game. Oh, I'm not kidding. I want to pick the Nerubar Weblord.
Let's look at all of our cards. Do we actually have nothing with battle cry?
Yeah. Well, no. We have a Ooze. We have a Spellbreaker. These are not cards that we need to be playing. And other than that, we have nothing with battle cries.
You actually want to pick the Nerubar.
Right? That's why Hearth Arena is making it so big. Because the Nerubar Weblord is a 1/4. It's functional as a 2-drop against everything besides a 2/3.
So the problem is when you're facing up against a class that plays a 3/2 and they can ping, what happens when they leave behind that 3/1?
Well, we have Web Spinner as, we have stuff. We're not like Arcane Shots. Like, we're not like totally dead.
No, you're not totally dead, but you do lead them with a 3/1 body.
I mean, it's just such a good card for a control deck, and we're definitely a control deck.
I'm going to say this. I almost never draft it, so I don't have too much experience with it. If you believe that it's the pick, I will gladly defer.
Because what you do is you play them. If it's early game, you play them to Rhubar, and he doesn't do anything, or he does stuff and it doesn't matter. You kind of get your value. You kind of get a normal 2-drop value out of the Rhubar, and you freeze him if it's later, and then you win the game. It is definitely a way to win the game, or it stalls the game to the point in which you win the game because we presumably have a better late game than anybody.
Well, it's kind of an unconventional pick. I'm just going to say, I would pick the Raptor, but if you believe that Nerubar is the correct pick, I'll go with it.
We have a lot of beasts. We have absolutely no beast synergies.
I know, right? It's a shame.
It's kind of sad. We have 5 more cards after this. I do want it like a better 2 than a Nerubar. I do wish we had like another 2 because a Nerubar is basically going to act as our 2. Like we'll just throw it down on 2, and it doesn't affect any of our 3s, and it doesn't really affect any of our 4s. We have 1 damage coming in from Worgen, Web Spinner, Arcane Shot. It's 3 things that could solve the 3/2 and ping problem. All right, let's go with the Raptor. It's not a clear choice. We'll go safe. We have a good enough deck that we don't need an Arubar to win.
Okay.
Well, there's our kill command.
One kill command is really nice. We have so many beasts to activate it.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have a problem activating that thing.
You can never have too many explosive shots.
Except when you're going for the fourth one.
Well, yeah. We're taking the sludge, right?
Yeah,
well,
I think we're taking the sludge.
Do we take the Twilight Drake? We don't have 4s.
We don't have 4s. 1, 2, 3. You're right, we only have 3.
We don't have 4s and we don't have taunts.
So we could use both.
Yeah.
Although, with a hunter, you're more afraid of missing a drop than not having taunts.
Mm-hmm. So I kind of want a Drake here, actually.
I think we might have to take the Drake, unfortunately. It sucks because we obviously want to take the Sludge Belcher, but right now we're really in danger of not being able to play anything, and we don't have enough 2s to make up for it, so we actually need the 4. Yeah, we can't drop nothing on turn 4. That's terrible.
Yep. Yep. This is the 27th card. We have 3 more after this. We have 3 more.
Would love to pick up another 2 and another 4. That would be fantastic.
Yeah. So looking at our end game, our big cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, maybe should count. Okay, we're good. We're good on card advantage. I'm not too afraid of running out of cards.
Yeah.
And Sludge Belcher only deals 4 damage anyway. It's kind of the same as a Drake. It's the explosive shot that'll get you the card advantage.
Yeah.
Alright, well, what if we fall behind on the board? We explosive shot. Sludge Belcher would help there more than a Drake, but... Yep, I think we have to go with the Drake. I just don't want to not have any 4s.
We can't afford to not drop anything.
So Hearth Arena is going to say Silver Hand here because it knows what deck we're making. And it thinks we have enough 2s because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 things to play on turn 2, possibly a 5th thing, and we have 2 1-drops to go. But why don't we just curve out instead and go with another 2-drop?
I'm going to go with the 2,
yeah,
definitely.
I want the Raptor here.
I want the Raptor. We're dipping a little here, but we need that. I think the difference between 4 and 5, just getting that consistency. The rest of our deck is pretty strong overall.
Yeah, I want the consistency.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what do you know?
Okay. We could do Wild Pyro things.
You could do Wild Pyro things. I'm okay with a Wild Pyro.
Yeah, I'm okay with it too. If
now,
nothing else,
now we've switched over to like an awkward aggro deck.
No,
it's actually not that awkward. It's pretty good.
No.
Because whatever he does, we just explosive shot it.
Exactly.
What about the Arcane Nullifier? 1, 2, 3, 4. It is something to play on turn 4.
I find that it's often just a little bit too weak. That 2 attack really hurts it.
Yeah, it doesn't quite do what we want it to do. Okay, let's go with the Wild Pyro. I think we're going to get into the situation where we can't play spells because of the Wild Pyro,
We could, but...
I get really annoyed when that happens.
Right, so it works against Imp Master, and it works against Haunted Creeper, but against a lot of other... we're not as vulnerable as Hunters usually are to Pyromancer.
That's fair. What about the best card here, which is Young Priestess, according to win rates? Could give us a 1-drop consistency. There's this magic number between 3 and 4.
There is. But...
So putting out a Young Priestess will give us the board, and we have basically switched over to this more aggressive kind of start. So
I like the flexibility that Pyro gives us, the ability to do a little bit more with the
Okay.
2, right? It's a utility 2. I like that.
Let's go with that.
Jeez.
Okay. Can't complain about a gladiators, 2 gladiators longbows. Right? We now have like 15 different ways to do 5 damage. We're not going to take a feign death. That's stupid. And we're not going to take a molten giant because we have nothing that damages ourselves. And if we're getting damage, we're pretty much losing.
Pretty much dead. Yeah, we have nothing to taunt up the Molten Giant either,
Nope.
do we?
Nope. Go with the longbow. So I kind of wish we got a little. I guess we couldn't like at around pick 25. We couldn't really like sit there and be like, oh, we're gonna get offered a 2-drop every time from now on, which we kind of did. So we could have gotten some value. Like we could have been a little more greedy over the draft and still been fine. But this is okay too. We have enough card advantage to get us through, I think.
Yeah. So now that we're nearing the end of the draft, a couple of comments from the chat. Batter says, is it really all about tempo in Arena? Why not do full aggro hunter or more control of another class? Always the same thing here. First of all, if you believe it's always the same thing here, I'm not sure if you've watched everything. Second of all, we are of the belief, this is our philosophy, and also it's the one that we implement for Hearth Arena. You take what you are given in the draft. We would, if the draft pointed us towards more aggro, we would have gladly played more aggro hunter. We have had a lot of success with it, and I believe that you can have a lot of. I believe that that's kind of the way that hunter should be played, anyways. But if the draft points you towards 3 explosive shots, and generally slower, more value-oriented cards, hunters are more than capable of playing a more control style as well, because you can always flip that switch, right? You can always
control
flip the
style
switch.
is it's working a lot better now than an
Yes.
aggro style actually for hunter.
Yeah.
It's kind of a role reversal because the meta's adjusted to not just the hunter aggro, but a lot of like rogue, mage, those kind of things.
Yeah. Another question from chat. How would you rate 2-3 versus 3-2 for a non-ping class? I'm always scared.
How would we do that, Merps?
Oh, God. This weekend, let me tell you.
That was like
it's
3 hours
been
last
insane.
night. And like 2 hours for me the day before, and like probably like 5 hours for us the week before that.
Right. You will see once we put everything out. But general stats, I guess we could say this, because we analyze the data for players who average 6 wins or more, and just players in general, the general population. Players who average 6 or more wins in the arena, there's not a huge difference. There's not a huge difference between 2-3s and 3-2s. The general population, though, 2-3s are better, and I think our conclusion was that Shield and Minibot. That's basically it.
Yep.
And better players, I guess, tend to position themselves better because there's a lot of, not mind games, but there's a lot of positioning and calculations that need to be done early game, right? And I think potentially better players have just a better grasp of that and strategically use 3-2s versus 2-3s better in the early game. However, because of the strength of the Paladin, general players just by playing 2-3s, you just do much better versus.
It's great seeing that certain cards there's just like very clear differences between good players and average players, and you're like totally understand why.
Yeah.
The 2-3-3-2 actually was a bit surprising to me that there was a noticeable difference, but
keep the Berserker.
Definitely keep the Berserker. Do we keep the Yeti? I'm okay with keeping the Yeti.
I'm okay with keeping the Yeti
We
too.
don't have like
we don't
fours,
have
yeah.
Exactly. This gives us flexibility. We can coin out 2s. We can I want to keep the Yeti. We don't have enough strong 4s. Keeping our strongest 4 is really good for us.
There we go. It's a pretty good start.
Very good start.
I smell blood.
Now we could coin out the Imp Master the next turn. Get this train rolling. Nope. Nope. Alright, well, we coin out the Imp Master, right? Or do you want to play the Berserker? Because he's just going to eat the Berserker. Like, nothing, he will definitely just eat the Berserker. So if you Imp Master, you can Berserker and Arcane Shot something the next turn. And then you can, like, Chill and Yeti or whatever. Because otherwise it's, you Berserker, he puts out something, you coin out the Yeti, he kills the Berserker with the thing, he eats it, and plays something else. You multi-shot and hit the Yeti in. Or, you know, you Imp Master, Arcane Shot, and Yeti in. I mean, it works too, but...
It works too. Coining out the Imp Master has more upside, and depending on what he plays, could be potentially super strong.
Yep. This Arcane Shot makes all the difference.
Yes. Okay.
Mirror image, please.
It's time for a little blood.
Let's probably duplicate setting it up for the water alley next turn.
Well, we're not gonna hit him. He's just lost a ton of tempo.
Ton of tempo, yeah. But I'm guessing it's just duplicate setting up for... It would be really annoying if it was Senjin. Nope, it's water alley.
It's fine. Okay. Don't care that much. Yeti, go face.
Yeti, go face.
Let the dark in. Who you want me killed?
So, who says this wasn't an aggressive deck?
He's 2 turns away from Blizzard.
It's turn 4. We have like 10 points of damage on the board.
I am master of
Okay,
magics.
we can kill that first.
Yeah, wait.
Maybe it's not what we think it is?
It's a counterspell?
Well,
I mean, if it's counterspell, we waste the arcane shot, right?
let's see.
Who you want me killed?
It is not counterspell.
Who you want me killed?
So we
So
kill that
we
thing
kill
off
it,
with the
and then he can get it. Cool.
Very cool.
To my side.
Very cool.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good. So if you Blizzards here... Okay.
It's fine. I never play around the Blizzard. It's a rare card.
I know.
That's really hard to play around. It's like a light bomb. You don't play around it unless you're so far ahead and you have other moves. You have like
I hope
options.
you like my invention.
Ooh. I don't know what he can do from this point.
So he's digging.
He needed the Blizzard. Super needed the Blizzard.
How much points do I have? Do I have lethal? Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I mean, it was over. He knew it was over. He needed Blizzard that turn. Anything else that he played. Okay, he needed Blizzard or Frost Nova. Anything else, he lost.
Yup. Yup.
Okay then. And that is why you do not anti-tempo yourself.
To set up
set
your
up
water
for
elementals.
No, that's why you don't do it. And then play a Downward Mage. Said,
Yeah, and then if you do that, you definitely don't play the Dollar Mage.
I know. To activate our Berserker and to just get back crappy Downward Mages.
Well, you know, if he had water elementals, it wouldn't make a difference. Like, that's a good strategy against someone that you know is trying to turtle and out card advantage you. But against a hunter, that's like not a good strategy, period. So the reason you see us draft, like try to draft decks towards the center a bit if we can, is because you get the flexibility. So we pushed tempo there. We pushed it really, really, really hard. He was really, really, really dead. And we can also go back and go for the card advantage. So you evaluate what he's trying to do. You evaluate what he's giving you, and then you take it. Just like you take what you're given in the draft, you take what you're given in... coin out the Drake. Yeah, coin out the Drake is super strong against the Paladin. I kind of just want to like skip turn, play a 2, and then coin out the Drake.
Could work out.
But we keep the Drake the same reason why we kept the Yeti the last game.
Because we have enough 2s, we're just worried about 4s. I'm fine with it. Don't love it, but...
Like it a lot more now, huh?
I do like this. This is good. If we could grab another 4 and do 2-4-4, that'd be really great.
Or he could... Oh, hey, there's a secret. Huh.
Creeper's just really good.
Yeah, Creeper's excellent against the Paladin.
Yeah.
We Creeper, we Bloodfen, and then we have to like try to draw into it then.
See, the problem with the Creeper is that it doesn't... Because if that's an Avenge, like one way you deal with Avenge is delaying it, right? We can't actually delay Avenge, because we can't kill whatever comes out next.
Yeah, so you want to just track for a 4-drop? I'm okay with just tracking for a 4-drop.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too.
Could coin out a Web Spinner.
Definitely not taking the explosive shot.
Web Spinner, Haunted Creeper, Bloodfen. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. I'll leave this up to you. It's rope.
I don't need to coin it out though.
No, you don't have to.
Shields up. Red alert.
Now he can pick his poison. Haunted Creeper. I attack in. I can coin out the Drake the next turn. Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Cut. Yeah.
Something needs tinkering?
Oh. That's annoying. Compyro, coin, attack in. Doesn't really get the job done.
It doesn't get the job done, no.
Could kill command to kill that.
We could always clean up with explosive shot at some point.
Alright, fine.
Kill off the shield for Blessing of Kings. Yeah. Alright, so that's an Avenge. It's gonna be an Avenge. Unless it's Redemption. Could be Redemption. Redemption with Shield of Mini is really strong.
Yep, this is okay. Totally comfortable with that.
Oh yes.
Yes, please do that. Alright, so now we can web spinner, kill command, and trade.
Ooh.
Kill it and then spell break the Tinkertown if it's Avenge, because it's Avenge.
Yeah.
He'll still be able to get a trade, but this is our only way to burn the Avenge.
Yeah, it's a good way to burn the Avenge, plus it's a good way to actually use the Spellbreaker in our hand.
shall not save you.
Okay.
Follow the rules.
Fine.
Reporting for duty.
Fair.
Well, I guess we see what he does if we just put out a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, just put out a bunch of stuff.
'Cause I don't want to kill command or anything necessarily.
No, no, no.
He doesn't have a...
And we have our card advantage cards in our hand.
Yeah. And the more important thing is that he doesn't have consecration, because he would have consecrated the turn prior. He's just burned all of his good cards, unless he has like a ridiculous deck where he can afford to do stuff like that. That was kind of like a weird move. Like he seems to really want the board, so we'll make it so that he doesn't have the board.
I wonder.
It doesn't really matter how he cleans this up. We'll just explosive shot. That's what's great about having an explosive shot. You can do stuff like this, and then, you know, he can do whatever he wants. Hey, Tiger, that's pretty good.
It's a pretty good draw.
Okay.
Wow, I wish we had something to play.
What, kill command tap? Just explosive shot?
We could just Tiger, right?
Yeah, I guess. Guess there's no need to be fancy with it.
There's no need to be fancy with it.
You may like eat it with the 5/5.
He could,
and
and then
we're forced to
explosive
explosive
shot.
shot.
Right. Well, our hand is pretty, like... It's not like we have a great minion we want to play, and then we're like, oh no, we have the explosive shot.
Yeah,
Plus, if he
this
eats it
sets
with
up
a...
kill command multi-shot.
Yeah.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, this is even better. As much as I want to keep this tiger in at a high amount of health, I don't think we can afford to.
We can't.
Alright, so
Let me think.
now we're fully in the
Move
defensive.
quickly.
It's one of the reasons why I wanted explosive shot beforehand. I don't like taking damage. We don't have like ways to do that. Do we want to Yeti and kill command instead?
I kind of like just... Explosive shot really clears the board. It gives him nothing. Like, okay, if we explosive shot...
It means it gives him the board, you mean? Because that's what it does. It lets him have the board.
Does. It also gives him nothing to buff, though. Like, coming at us.
If he buffs, he still needs the buff. I just don't let... the only problem with this play is that there's no follow-up.
There's no follow-up.
Whereas
at
you
all.
can show in Yeti and multi-shot to follow up otherwise. Alright, fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Quickly.
This is why the matchup is so tough. You're like, you hate leaving things on the other side. And if you're kind of forced to clear as Hunter, it's so weak for you.
Drag no stupid. Reporting for duty.
Alright, well. We Cho and Yeti, we multi-shot. Just for the tempo. We have a lot of cards. I don't really care about the cards.
This could turn out terribly, can it?
No. It's better than anything else we have.
Okay.
We just didn't have another play.
The might of storm wind. Reporting for duty.
We can explosive shot and kill command. It's only 5 damage, but we gotta do it.
Yeah.
So we explosive
Well,
shot the.
Yeah, it sucks, but we gotta do it, right? What else do we have?
Yeah, explosive shot the 6/6, and then you kill command the 6/6.
All right, let's do it.
Eat a 1/1. Yeah. Or we can clear the board, but it doesn't accomplish anything else. It loses our Yeti.
Moves quickly.
Yeah, now we're in an attack deficit.
For duty.
We don't have enough attacks. He's just gonna get damage on us, and we have no taunts.
I think we just need stuff out there, right?
Yeah, Stormy
Yeah.
Champions is better than a Gladiator's Longbow.
And a Gladiator's Longbow. Yep.
Behold the might of storm wind.
Wait, okay, so if we...
What? Would hitting his face have set up lethal?
Yeah, I think it would have. That's why...
Well, okay.
Reporting for duty.
Team 11.
No, but it would have made us lose the game.
What is that? What's he putting on him?
I don't know, but... Oh no! Alright. So we lose.
5, 10, 19. Ugh. There's no way around it, right?
Yep. That's game.
That's game.
Well played.
Yeah. So the misplay was the first explosive shot. I think we needed a Gladiator's Longbow or a fight for the board. And it was we didn't use the explosive shot earlier to prevent the damage. You have to play very, very aggressively on the board when you're playing control, and we didn't do that.
Yeah. We could have thrown away a card or two.
I mean, we should have thrown away a card or two.
We should have. Yeah. Also, it's just, like I said before, Paladin is a pretty terrible matchup for Hunter.
No, but there's ways to play Paladin. My Hunter to Paladin matchup is amazing, actually. It's one of
Really?
my better Hunter matchups. It's because I play more aggressively with my control deck.
Rexa
Now,
versus
Mage.
Jaina.
I do not like the Mage matchup.
Let the hunt
Really?
begin.
I actually like it. I think it's okay.
Well, they just fireball you twice at some point and you lose. We don't keep... Well, There's nothing we can really do with the raptor. I guess, is it better to have the raptor now or later? I guess now. We have plenty of beasts later. Which one to keep? Ooze or raptor?
What are we doing with beasts early on?
Nothing. We're
Nothing.
not going with it later on. Good. Anything later on either. Okay. Let's fish for a 3-drop.
Yeah, let's fish for 1.
Oh, we got a 1.
Got a 1. Raptor always returns.
The 1/1 is so useless. Like, it's, you know, it's not actually wasting mana because we had nothing to do with that mana anyway, but it's going to have, like, pretty much no impact.
Yep.
Taunt some damage, I suppose. Oh, never mind. It has a huge impact.
Wow. Sure. Let's see what beast we
Confused,
get.
but okay. Hey, that's pretty good.
It's a decent beast.
Now we have a turn 3 play.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
That's fine. He's just gonna get his card back. I do wish we have a better turn 4 play though. This is why we've
He
so
sells
far
the
kept
coin,
all
right?
of the 4-drops. Yeah, he sells the coin.
Okay.
We've so far kept our 4-drop every time to prevent this because we know we only have like 2 4-drops, 3. If you count the ogre mag guy, we have 3 4-drops. This is weird. Oh, did he wanna?
Did he want a Cone of Cold?
Well, now I'm sad for him, but he can still kill 2 things with it. It's not that bad.
He could. Or he could just drop one big thing and then we could potentially freeze and trap it.
Guess we track. Right? I'm not gonna track afterwards. Because I really want to kill the water elemental. I don't know what.
Kill it?
What, you want to keep him pinging?
Yeah, I don't mind him pinging. I really don't,
So
especially
you'd
when we're
rather
getting
tap?
all that face damage in.
Alright, you want to tap and then take him 10 damage to 17?
Yeah, I do.
Tap, take him all to 17. We Tiger, he can't attack, he pings, he doesn't do anything. Okay, yeah, no, you're right.
Right?
Yep.
It just seems like a super strong play here. Like, we took away his 4-drop and we took away his coin. And we were forcing him to have another 4. Or a strong 3.
2. He's gonna ping. Nothing he drops here will be good enough to you know, counter his ping. Oh, now he can Cone of Cold. Yeah, that's why I wanted to trade it in.
I'm still okay with this.
I mean, we're not in an awful position, but
No.
I think we would have been in a better position if we just, like, traded, tracked, and then got a 3-drop.
I'm honestly not unhappy with this at all. We're getting so much face damage on him.
Let the pain speak
Okay.
to me.
Animal Companion.
To my side.
Go all face.
9, tap, yeah. I'm gonna try for something, though.
Sure.
Longbow seems good. That's reach.
Combo is good. Yeah, it's just like pure reach. We don't need it from our hand. I mean, we don't need it on the board.
I wonder.
don't know what he can do. Because we're at 30 health, so we can just tap him down here.
Yeah. He needs a fireball just to survive?
Nope.
Never mind. Never mind.
Huh. So I guess we can't give him a Malorn.
Why don't we just attack him to the face?
I'm okay with Yeti tapping. I don't see how that hurts us.
Gives him something to like potentially taunt up.
As opposed to a 7 mana not having something to taunt up.
No, we could just longbow him to the face.
So 5 damage.
Yeah.
Alright, fine. I like it as more like a secret reach though. This is like very, very explicit reach.
But then you think about his responses, right? I think we give him more responses with the Yeti. So here he...
Yeah, he has to remove it, heal.
Yeah,
he has to do a lot of stuff. Oh, he has to heal, you can't even talk.
So the reason... Yeah, we didn't play the Yeti is because that actually gives him... you give him a minion with some, and he can do something with it, like Defender Vargas or whatever.
He can only do that if he didn't already have another minion to... I guess he could taunt 2 things up instead of 1.
Okay, so let's, before we begin the next game, first of all, I'm going to take a bathroom break.
Oh yeah, me too.
Before that, do you want to take it first? I'm actually going to talk to chat about
Okay, talk to chat.
Play. So, yes, we... Adwicta did have the read that he had a Cone of Cold because he coined out and he was like trying to target the Worgen. We really, at least I, did not mind the Cone of Cold at all because we were still able to get that damage in. And by forcing him to make that play, which is probably his best play, but if that's his best play, you don't really mind it. He's not developing the board. You force him to actually ping the turn after that as well while developing a Tiger and having stuff in hand. So all he's doing is removing part of your board after you've already gotten 10 damage into the face. And he still has to use 2 mana next turn if he wants to remove the 3/1 that's left. Cone of Cold is just too slow at that point. The Freezing Trap just won it for us. It was it. Like, so, yeah, I mean, we could have kept it hidden and he couldn't Cone of Cold us, but then you would think he could just Cone of Cold one of the guys from the side, and then we would have been missing that 2 damage anyway. So it was basically the same thing. Like, might as well just get that damage in.
Dry D says, Adwicta Fap time. Yes, I am that quick.
Exactly. I'll be right back.
Okay. Bethel 27 said game was overturned too when he missed drop. Yep, that's a good part about being a hunter. Oftentimes the game is over when your opponent misses a drop and you don't. Thank you guys for tuning in. I do think we should not have played that turn, or at least even if we went aggro, we should not have unstealthed the Worgen. But he really would have gotten good value anyway if he just Cone of Colded the 3/1 and the 2/1, you know, without getting our Raptor. Captain Goose says, at Adwicta, are you worried about the lack of potential Bluegill Warrior value will be this deck's downfall? It does hurt not having a flexible thing like Bluegill Warrior, but we do have the Arcane Shot, which is like a Bluegill Warrior. It's even potential to have reach. I am kind of sad we haven't seen Savannah Highmane yet, though. I used to, you know, I mean, obviously we always thought the card was good, but I used to not be like, oh no, it's a Savannah Highmane all that much back in the day. But ever since GVG came out, it's been like the saving grace so many times where you put it out and you just realize how many hits it takes. And when you combine it with something else that's like Savannah Highmane like a Shredder or something, you have the board without actually using a removal. Travmutsa says, Adukta, play you in arena last night against your druid run. It was the highlight of my night. Okay, were you the guy that blood knighted me twice and then kodoed my oasis? Or were you just the guy that kodoed my oasis and didn't blood knight me twice? Because that was my back-to-back losses for my last 2 losses. I was salty. I was salty during that time. It was a good game. It wasn't like, neither of those players that I played misplayed or anything. It was just, it's hard to recover when they kodo your freaking turn 4. Outlooked up. Why didn't you want to play the freezing trap when he dropped the water Ellie? Oh, I wanted to play the fleet. I wanted to tracking, and then I can pick up a 3-drop or something, and then trade into his water elemental, and then go face. I'm playing this deck like for card advantage and to get rid of the frost elemental, but reach over there worked too.
The thing that really sealed it and really made me want to tap, and that was ultimately what we decided, we had our turn 5 play. So we had our play next turn, and if you looked at the consequence of having the tiger and going face that turn, it was too strong to trade. Like, we put him on such a timer that we really didn't need to track at all.
Rexa versus Thrall.
Uh-oh.
Doomhammer.
Huh?
Let the
What's up?
hunt begin.
We're facing Thrall. I hate shamans. I've always hated facing shamans. I hate them even more in GVG. Because at least before I was good with shaman. Now I'm not even good with shaman. I just die to shaman all the time. I think versus shaman is my lowest win rate in GVG.
Really?
Job's done.
And it has nothing to do with what new cars they got or whatever. They've just always been highly unpredictable, right? Shaman has the largest burst in the entire game.
Yeah, they do.
And they also have like the unbeatable starts and the unbeatable turn of the boards.
Right. Do have lots of weaknesses, but
And you're always faced with someone around your equal level between the deck and the skill, so that's never a consideration. See? This is why I don't like this Wild Pyro. Gotta do it, but
I know. You gotta do it.
To my side.
It sucks. What are you gonna do about it? Oh, please give us something to drop. I guess we could track, but
we can track an Animal Companion.
track for a 4.
Would an Animal Companion change what we track for? No, right? No, it wouldn't.
I don't think it would. Crap.
It's a 4.
It's a 4. We need to drop something.
Well, no. We already have 3 mana to drop. We want the 5. To be able to drop a 5. Ah.
Yeah. No. Companion.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, chat, I realized we want a 5. That was just me miscounting the mana. Chat's worried about us. Or they're worried about me.
No. Saw that coming from a mile away.
This guy's so annoying. So annoying. So annoying.
What do you want to Ogre Magi instead of the kill command?
No.
Alright, so he's going to actually play a 4 this turn because he needs the Fire Elemental or 2/2.
Yeah.
I want to be able to kill command and do something else, but we may not be able to.
What to do?
Seriously?
This guy is so annoying.
Seriously? He's
He's
gonna
gonna
Earthshock
remove
that? How many does he have, like, random small I guess? Well, I'm okay with him Fork Lightning. That's weird. What's 3
3?
damage? Oh god.
Hex.
Oh god. The desperation.
Does that mean he doesn't have a fire alley?
I think it means he doesn't have a fire alley.
Right? Otherwise, why would you do that to save 2 damage?
Uh-huh. I'm gonna web spinner Ogre Magi and kill the totem.
Kill off the... Yeah, that totem needs to get killed.
And you know, if he has a fire alley, who cares?
He's gonna kill off the 1/1.
Probably the 0/1.
Probably the 0/1. I don't know. Not sure. Great.
So we kill command, throw the web spinner in.
Well, let's throw the web spinner in first, right?
Okay, yeah, we have a tiger for the beast.
Right, exactly. Oh. It's
Well, it
pretty
doesn't
decent.
quite change what we do, but yeah.
No, it doesn't change what we do.
I'm sensing a Deathwing. He's purposefully done nothing for a large number of turns. He can't keep dropping things with that high health, right? I want to get this Gladiator's longbow out.
For the Lich King!
There we go. Wow. Oh, we can't explosive shot. Haha. Whoa. Oh man, do we go for it?
Go for what?
The Amani to trigger it?
Oh.
I guess not. Do we have lethal somehow? Weirdly? 11.
5 on 16. We have 16 damage.
That's not quite lethal.
Not quite enough. Do
Okay.
we need to clear here?
Well, we could also clear with a multi-shot instead of the Gladiator's longbow.
We can't do anything else other than tap with the multi-shot, though. Don't love it.
Yeah. Well, next turn we'll what? Explosive shot, multi-shot? We still don't have a play.
We could just do my Exna, tap 2/3 into the 1/1, and then face with everything else. Just give him one less option while beefing up our.
What if he
Our
taunts
board.
it up?
If he taunts that thing up, my Exna then.
Hello.
I just wanted to develop this weapon.
Sure. We're taking the safer route.
It puts him on lethal. Yeah, we have stuff with 4 damage. Like, you know, he needs some kind of weird combo to clear.
Okay. I think I would have taken a slightly more aggressive route, but this is fine.
Yeah, like we've set up lethal.
So things you want to
And we have ways to remove any board he puts out that taunts. Yeah. Well, I guess not. There we go. Now we do. We didn't, but now we do.
Well played.
Oh, I guess we still
The
don't.
elements will destroy.
We still don't. I don't know what you're saying. However,
I hunt alone.
yeah, use it before he can taunt up or do anything like that.
Played.
Can't Deathwing. Not sure what you can do.
Put Alex Straza.
Still won't really save him.
Won't really save him, but
No. Because we still have 11 damage coming to his face, and then he needs another response after that.
yep.
Yeah.
Did that guy ever respond to me about which guy he was? I really wonder which guy he was. I'm trying to look through chat to figure this out. The Ogre Magi did its thing.
Yeah, it definitely did.
It's not like awful bad. Yeah, this guy's entire deck is removal.
Rexa versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
Hey,
Let the hunt.
this is all very good.
Oh wow. Turn 1.
It's zombie chow, animal companion, animal companion. That's what's happening.
Yeah. And then
I want to
Should
keep
be
this. I want
creepers.
to keep the creeper.
I want to keep the creeper. Yeah.
Because if we draw 2, it gives us a turn 4 play too.
It gives us a turn 4 play.
It's no more likely to
Very
draw
strong
4
plays.
than to draw another 2 when we haven't seen a 2
Exactly.
yet.
Yep.
All
No,
right.
we keep this entire hand.
Be scared, Paladin. I kept all 4 cards.
Yeah. At Merps, why can't I find her name in the at command? Not sure, man. I'm definitely in the chat.
Yeah, I can never do that. I can never find your name in the act command.
Really?
Yep. And it's just you. Don't have this problem with anyone else.
Hmm.
We just coin out the animal companion. I don't see a reason to switch over to a haunted creeper.
I don't see a reason. Animal Companion is really strong. Okay, we just kill it off, I guess.
What have you got?
He doesn't have the coin, so Mustard would be really strong here.
Yeah,
Mustard would be
I would be very
incredibly strong
sad
here.
if he mustered.
Yeah. But that's the thing with Mustard, right? It wins you the game.
Reporting
That
for
play
duty.
does not win you the game,
He
fortunately.
knows we have a zombie chow.
Oh, don't
Is
be
he
another
setting up a
huffer.
consecration?
Don't be another huffer.
We could just
We
track
can't
and
not
play a
play it.
haunted creeper. We can. Because, okay, if he doesn't consecrate, he loses. Because we have 6 damage on the board and a haunted creeper. And if he does consecrate, we still have 2/1/1s, which we can then animal companion to potentially make him do something. I don't know.
Play the safer route.
If we animal companion, we get a huffer, we lose.
Oh, we lose if it's a huffer and he consecrates.
Yes. I think he's going to consecrate. I don't know why you would tap in that case. I want to play the Haunted Creeper. I don't see the need to. I think it's overextended.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Let's pick the card quickly.
I want to play. I want it to be Haunted Creeper less. I would prefer the Amani. Because if he consecrates, he can't tap.
This is good. This is good. No, it's fine. We're in a good position.
Mm-hmm.
This puts him in an incredibly tough situation.
Yep. I mean, he still has to consecrate, but
Still has it.
Oh.
True Silver's fine.
that's okay. Do we give him the Ogre? I guess I prefer to give him the Animal Companion. Oh no, we bluff in a Haunted Creeper.
Do we?
Do we really give him
What
the
about
Ogre?
Well, if he has the... How much do we play around it? So we could also Creeper and tap. Creeper tap does what? It does
It
8
doesn't do
damage to
anything
the
because he
face.
kills.
It doesn't
Look, what he's going to do
anything
is he kills the Huffer,
zombie
and we only have
right.
3 damage on the board. That's what I don't want.
Yeah. No, you're
If
right.
we Animal Companion, we'll have something at least. So, or if we Ogre, we'll have something. We're definitely either Ogre, Animal Companion, or Haunted Creeper, Bloodfin Raptor. Haunted Creeper, Bloodfin Raptor is going to kind of get wrecked by Consecration. Not really.
Kind of, but
Kind
it's a
of.
stronger play though. It's
It's a stronger play. Ogre Magi just feeds him that, and then lets him drop whatever to a 4 and a 2, which should be okay, because then we can Animal Companion and whatever the next turn.
That's actually
Yeah, actually that's not bad. I could just feed it to him.
true. Yeah,
Just
because
play around
we
to
actually
Consecrate.
we need a 2 to play with our 3 next turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. But this is where it would be nice if that thing had 5 health.
Yep.
And this is why the meta has swung it, so we have lowered Ogre Magi so much. was a much better card when Paladins were no more common than like Druids and Rogues.
Let me think.
Come on, take the
Paradigm
4/4.
asks if you're going to be posting Shang's Pultralizer on YouTube.
Yes, I will. I've been meaning to, but Hearth Arena's been getting in the way. It will come up like later today.
Okay.
It's definitely going to happen. Very sorry about that. We Animal Companion and then Haunted Creeper.
Yeah, Animal Companion.
Unless you want a
Haunted
bigger
Creeper.
Drake. There's something to be said for a bigger
No.
Drake. Because it's 5 health. Otherwise, it will not be 5 health.
It's 5 health, but we're at the point where we
Okay,
just
let's just get the board. Let's just win the game.
let's just win the game. Win the game. Trade in the 4/1. Yes. Once the high main comes out, it should just be too much for him to handle.
Mm-hmm. So you always want to keep enough attack on the board to be like 2 more than the mana he's gonna have, or 1 more. So it's a little lacking, but that was why I felt kind of safe playing the Haunted Creeper over the Blufford Raptor.
Yeah.
Because that's like in theory, if you have that, you can always clear the board. But
It also
GBG's made it
creates
a
more
little
of a
weird.
puzzle for him, right? Like a Death Rattle creates a more awkward situation for him.
Yep.
He can't
Not
just
that he could clear in any case.
No, he could. Like Consecration
poor
Sealed
him.
Light.
Poor him. We could just Drake and then Bloodfen, or we can Savannah.
Savannah's just so strong.
I want to Drake and Bloodfen. It gets 7 attack instead of 6 on the board, and it
okay.
gives you 3 attacks instead of just having 2.
Gives you more attacks.
Yep.
We
It's
do
not
trade
weak
in
to
the 2/1, right?
Yeah, we definitely trade
Yeah,
the
yeah,
2-1.
of course.
If we weren't trading in the 2-1, if like he didn't have that thing on the board, then I wouldn't have. Then I would have just been fine with the Savannah.
Okay. No, I understand your rationale for this
Yeah.
for this move here.
Like putting out a Savannah's fine because we have a longbow to back it up, so that's actually 3 attacks that we count on. But that's like 1 6 damage attack, 1 5 damage attack, and 1 1 damage attack, which is not a very good split.
Right. Spreading
Now
out
we
your
have
damage.
1 3 4 5. Like nothing
Yeah.
he does will phase us. And you know he thinks he's doing okay because you know he's like, well, you know, I got like 2 cards on him, 1.5 cards, and I have 20 health. That's a lot. I could probably heal at some point or taunt up. I'm doing well, but he's not because we have Savannah High Main and Gladiator's Longbow, and we have another Gladiator's Longbow coming out, and we have tons of crap. So that's why it's good to draft a late deck. As long as you have enough early stuff, you want the big stuff to be able to carry you so that you can just like pound the board. Okay. It's not an awful use of it.
Okay.
Must move quickly. Your magic shall not
Alright.
save you.
I see.
That's fine.
Oh. Oh, why don't we have anything to play with it?
We can't not do it. We can't not play this card.
I think it's just so strong. And we can push damage to his face too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Able to get in 7 damage. It's pretty nice.
I have Gladiator's Longbow still. So we only have 5 damage on the board right now. He has 8. But with the Gladiator's Longbow, we'll have 10, and he still only has 8. So
He needs to heal at some point.
because what we're going to do next is actually we're just going to Savannah High Main tap and go face again. And we'll let him be the one to slowly clear us. Yeah. Like, we don't
Sure.
care.
Don't care at all.
Well, actually, we kind of care.
Nah, not really.
I'm going to Savannah High Main tab and trade the spider in. Yes, I'm trading the spider
Yes.
So he now has no way to clear. 'Cause
No,
that's what
this also
Savannah
sets
High
up.
Main does.
Like, we didn't need the 1 extra damage because bow tap kills him next turn anyways without a taunt. So he has to clear the board.
Now we'll see if he has the
taunt up.
consecration.
Yeah, we will. He basically has to kill that,
Let me think.
consecrate, and taunt up. Or heal on top of that, in which case they're still way back for him, but we force him to have multiple cards.
The victory.
Okay, or he just loses. That's fine.
I think when you play that force tank, he just lost. That's him admitting that he had nothing. Because why would you go that slow when we had a board and putting you on damage?
Yeah.
So yeah, so we were. I mean, that's what you want to be as the hunter, right? You want to have some 1-drops. You want to have all the 2-drops. You want to have the board in the beginning, and then be moderating your attack, control the board, hit face.
Rexa versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Let's go.
Zombie Chow again.
Zombie Chow. Thank you. Let's get an animal companion.
Yep. That's an animal.
It's.
He
I guess I wasn't specific enough.
No,
That's
maybe
my
he's
bad.
companion-y. You don't know. You can't judge.
He's a really big companion.
He does nothing because it's a zombie chow, and it will heal you anyway. Come on. There we go. We could play the Haunted Creeper and then pray.
What are we praying for?
Anything.
Yeah, tracking a 2, a 3.
Yup.
Please.
Alright. He coins out a 3, that's okay.
It's clobbering time.
Okay.
This is fine. Works for me.
That's fine.
Do we hit into the 4/4 now with the 1/1 so that we can ensure we have another 1/1 to trade into it, or no? No, we don't.
It's time for it.
We don't. We don't need to.
Multi-shot shenanigans? Yeah.
Not even that. I just don't care too much because he can't. The ogre doesn't know where he's attacking. See?
Yes. So good.
And now we can do this multi-shot shenanigan thing we were
multi-shot.
talking about.
Oh,
pretty good.
ogre.
Who you want me?
Maybe it's
Thank
one of
you
those
so
games
much,
where the
ogre.
zombie chow will never die. Please drop something with 5 health. Please, like, drop something. Don't clear. I don't care if you fireball the 2/3. That'll be awful for us.
Little does he know.
You know. Good. Good.
Drop something else.
No, I don't care. I'm explosive shotting that thing. Huh. I get.
What? No.
Do I Yeti and trade? A Yeti and
I think
trade.
Yeti and trade. He can't blizzard. Why did he do that?
I don't know. Maybe
Arcane
we do,
explosion.
Maybe we don't trade. Do we Yeti and face? I guess we trade.
We trade. We trade.
Who you want me to?
I mean, we have the card advantage. There's still really nothing he can do right now that's actually threatening to us. The worst would probably be like a Spectral Knight.
I wonder.
Because he needs to get some damage on the Yeti, and then we have a Savannah Highmane, which he can't kill in 15 different ways. Come on.
One problem with the Highmane is that we haven't given him anything to polymorph yet.
Yeah.
Really.
Drink
Yeah.
with me, friend.
Oh, maybe we just explosive shot then.
Yeah.
We have enough damage on the board. We can afford to just explosive shot.
Yeah, 5
His
minutes.
timing's not that good. We have to trade a lot of our stuff and weaken our Yeti.
And then he polymorphs and he. Yeah.
I'm satisfied with 7 damage to his face.
7 damage is fine.
Drink with
Wizard?
me, friend.
Oh god, we're gonna explosive shot again, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
I mean, he doesn't have a polymorph. He would have killed a Yeti by now, right?
Maybe.
Do you like to play with fire?
Okay.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Oh, we tap every single turn.
Tap.
Savannah tap. We're tapping every single turn now.
What can he do? He can cast Flame Strike, which would leave us with 2 things, and he loses.
Yeah, and he loses.
We can trade it in Polymorph and Ping, which is probably his best bet. And then we have a Sheep, we'll Web Spinner, Animal Companion, tap.
Yeah.
Squire, attend me.
Well, that's game for him.
Murder!
That's
Alright.
really game. You didn't even want to hit that and Ping? Yeah, okay.
Well, wouldn't matter.
Oh, yeah, that's right, we could tap.
Yeah, we could tap.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Oh, man. Looking back into chat. Trading with taunts, just go face. No, we don't need to just go face. This isn't... You don't have to play Hunter as face Hunter. You can play Hunter in this meta. You really should play Hunter a little more mid-range.
It's not face hunter, it's pressure hunter.
Yeah. Like, you still
There's a
take the
huge
good
difference.
trades, right? You don't just leave him stuff that he can flip the board on you until you have your, like, lethal. You can win without the board, but don't, like, give him the board in the beginning. We don't have that much reach in this deck. Like, explosive shot is not reach. It needs you to have the board to provide the reach. It will just clear the board very well.
Rexa versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine.
Oh, this is so
Let the
win.
hunt begin.
Pyromancer.
Just keep the wild pyro.
Yeah. Let's draw into a Chow. Let's draw into Animal Companions. Let's do this. Let's draw into nothing. Let's do this.
Well, tracking's not nothing.
Dragon's something.
We can tracking 4 and then do our other 4.
Yeah.
Four. Or do you want to coin out the Chow?
Ooh.
Coin out the Chow, and then you wild pyro, and then you pray. You pray that a 3 drop
It's too much praying.
You don't want to pray?
No.
Alright, let's Yeti.
Let's Yeti. We missed our opportunity for the Chow, you know? It's like...
Drink with me, friend.
And I guess it's good because we now threw away a Chow. So we're not going to draft the Chow again. Do we play we play the pyro, right? I don't like the pyro.
Could it help us out later?
Most likely no.
Most likely no.
Because if you put the pyro out, because you're going to coin the next turn.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
unless he puts out something with 4 health, it forces you to, like, trade. Now, it probably wouldn't matter, but...
Yeah, it's... There's both sides here.
a morning person.
Alrighty. I kind of just want an animal companion.
No, but we have a pretty smooth
Oh,
curve this way.
4/4 and then
4/4,
animal
and
companion
then
with
we have our
4.
choice of 5.
Alright. I guess we don't have the board now.
We don't.
Okay, so we're just not going to have the board, and that'll be okay. Then I
Yeah.
guess we take the Ogre over the Cho and Yeti. Because all the Cho and Yeti's going to do is make him run one more 1/1 in if he has a... Well, I guess he could have a Dark Bomb.
Yeah, you could have a Dark Bomb.
Stupid Dark Bomb.
I know. It's strong. It is strong.
Okay. This is good. Where's our Spellbreaker? We need to kill the 1/3.
We need to kill off the 1/3.
Even though we're going to Wild Pyro and Animal Companion the next turn.
Yeah.
I wonder.
If we Wild Pyro and then Animal Companion, it'll kill his, and he has to affirmatively trade into us.
Yeah. You think about going face here?
It's too fancy. It's too fancy to go face. Right?
Well, that's a logical conclusion if that's what
It's too fancy. It's too fancy to go face.
okay. Alright.
As much as I want the damage, there's just too much that can go wrong in this situation. He has too many weapons on the board. Really? He picks that over the... Oh, I guess the Yeti doesn't do anything anymore.
No. Strong plays.
Yup. Alright. Well, I guess we Tiger.
Do we?
What, you want to Pyro on the Animal Companion?
Yeah.
To follow up with the Savannah High Main and basically like full tempo him?
Yeah.
Alright. We Pyro first, right? Because I want to clear the 1/1.
We want to clear the 1/1, definitely.
No Huffer! That works.
This more aggressively just fights for the board.
Yeah, that's fine. He's gonna like the Warlock's actually going to outcard us.
He will.
But we have Gladiators, Longbows, and High Mains, and alright, this is okay.
Huh. This guy's really annoying. That's all we can do.
Do not silence him. Don't do it. I want to kill it, and then I want a Gladiator's Longbow. You're a Watcher. Don't tap, don't tap, don't tap, don't tap. Damn, you tapped.
Alright. We need some longbow.
Freezing Trap. But I guess not. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter because the Savannah will, the second part of the Savannah will take care of it.
Well,
I wonder.
If we Tiger and then we Freezing Trap, he's gonna throw the 6/3 in first, and then it's not gonna make that big of a difference.
okay, so regardless, the thing is, our high main is killing off the 1/4.
Yeah, the question is, do I rather have a Tiger on the board or a Gladiator's Longbow in our hand? I think we may rather have a Tiger in our, but that gives him back the.
That gives him back the
The Inferno, which is not something I terribly want him to have back.
No.
really need him to kill this guy off. Please kill it off. If he doesn't kill it off, we have some problems.
He's gonna go face.
Huh.
Depending on what he plays next, I don't hate our position.
I absolutely hate our position.
We'll see. We'll see what he plays next.
He has 5 more mana. I don't care what he plays next. As long as he's not skipping his turn, I hate our position.
Our longbow might be able to... Like, the fact that we have a longbow out, plus the freezing trap, might be enough.
Yeah, he's going to go face. And then he's going to put out something. Hopefully, we'll be able to clear his board except for the 10-10, put a freezing trap, and he has nothing that charges. Which is not the position I want to be in. To be dealt lethal if he has anything that charges.
I know. Huh?
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
He's made it basically so that we can't actually kill it. Although we can now with the Storm of Champion, but we won't because it doesn't do much. So we have to freezing trap that thing. We have to trade in with one of our 2/2s. And then we Tiger. And then we Prey. The other way is you Storm one Champion.
No.
You make the full trade, and then he needs 6 more damage, which he probably won't have because he's a Warlock. But
don't like that one.
And then you can Gladiator's Longbow on Freezing Trap, which basically provides 2 attack and try to stabilize the board that way.
I like the freezing trap play much better.
Yeah, right.
It's the winning play.
It's the one that basically says, "Do you have it?"
Yeah.
Do I keep the 2/2 on the board, or like do I use my 5/1 on the 3/2? I don't think we do.
Well,
I think we need to, because we can still Storm it Champion. We don't have to play the second Longbow yet.
Yeah, we don't.
All right. Do you have a charge? Yeah, game.
Yep, you do.
Well, the other way would have been we will put us at one health. So
Yeah.
we weren't going to last very long going the other way anyway.
Did he draw that off the top?
I don't know.
Or did he always have it?
Doesn't matter. That was the right play.
Yeah.
Floating Watchers will win you a couple games. Yeah, he had a ton of really crappy removal.
Yeah.
And he controlled the board, which allowed his Floating Watcher to do its thing, and we had no way to get rid of the Floating Watcher.
Chat is saying that we should have killed Watcher. No. I'll disagree with you guys.
Well, it wouldn't matter.
that
The
one.
last turn? It wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
We'd be down to 1 health. We weren't winning
Yeah.
from being down to 1 health. He would have to draw any amount of reach whatsoever. We don't even have a taunt.
Right. And if you go through that simulation like 100 times, I'm convinced you win more by playing the freezing trap.
Well, we're in an awful
And-
position anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like we would actually win half the time on that. That's why I don't understand why you said, you thought we were in a good position. Like, we were in an awful position.
Rexa versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Let the hunt begin.
Alright. We can coin out the 2 things and keep the Arcane Shot.
Yeah, I don't mind the arcane shot, especially with the coin.
Mm-hmm. Berserker first.
Yeah, definitely. If you have the choice between 2-3 and a 3-2, you want to play the 2-3 first. most of the time.
Could potentially prevent him from making a play here, and he can't ping it. Alright, he frostbolts.
That's a good draw. It's a great draw.
Ping it. No. Alright.
Misha?
Always Misha. Hey, this time it actually was
Always
Misha.
Misha.
That doesn't happen all
Always
that
Misha.
often. Okay. Yeti.
Yeti. It's fairly straightforward so far.
Yep. At some point, he's gonna have to tap to kill our raptor.
What we do.
Huh.
It's pretty good, actually.
So you explosive shot, and then everything dies. Because
Well.
this was dropped first. And then we have a Yeti left.
And then we have a Yeti left. And we get some face damage in.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about all we can do.
Right. Because otherwise we have to find a weird way to play an animal companion. Now we can animal companion and kill command. So put out something with exactly 5 health.
Someday I'll be just
That's not
like
it.
you.
That's not it. You're gonna remove it, aren't you? Flame cannon? Ooh. Okay. Get those discounts.
Miss. Yes. Good miss.
Thank you.
Yeah. Where's our multi-shot?
Not great.
That's not it. Companion arcane shot, or don't even bother and just tiger go face. Like the companion's pretty much like not going to help. Doesn't matter which one it is.
Yeah, but this allows us to play on curve a little bit better, right? Yeah, not exactly.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I'd rather go tiger.
Yeah. Tiger's better.
Let's start putting him very close to lethal, and we have a kill command in our hand. So
Yeah.
he does something, we attack to the face with the tiger, and then we gladiators bow him to the face. That puts him to... Okay, he can keep drawing cards. So if he doesn't taunt up this turn, we set ourselves up for a kill command lethal for 7 damage onto his 4 health. So I think we're good. Yeah, same plan. Same plan, because we animal companion, kill command, and tap to deal the lethal. We can be frozen. There's no way we can kill that thing. We can't play a zombie chow. Zombie chow's a dead card.
I won.
Zombie Chow is a dead card.
Yep.
Just trying to think what is the best.
Nope, this is the only thing we can do. Unless you want to animal companion. Well, okay.
No.
If you animal companion, you can actually kill the water elemental if it's you know, whatever. But that's not good. It doesn't deal
No,
damage.
that's not good. No. It doesn't do enough. This is fine because it essentially puts 2 things on the board,
Yeah.
right?
Like he needs to kill the tiger. He needs to like freeze us.
And freeze our face.
Yeah.
And
Or taunt up.
heal.
And
Or
heal.
taunt up.
He doesn't even know
And-
he has to heal.
Right. No, he just has too many things that he has to do.
Yeah. He needs to heal. He can't taunt up. We animal companion kill command and he's dead.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So he thinks he's on a 2-turn timer. He's actually just dead.
Well played. To my side.
Don't show it. Don't show it. Don't show it.
Well played.
Could have killed him in our own face, I guess.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So one more thing about the Hunter that at least for me, that I've noticed is that it's generally pretty easy to get 5 wins, and generally pretty hard to get more than 8. Which is not bad, because that puts you in a very good like win rate range. But in the decks that I have gotten like a good amount of wins in, it's all been more late game focused. Although they also had a lot more Glaivezukas.
Yeah. The difference between deck with Glaivezuka and without it is huge. It's so huge.
But we have 3 explosive shots, so I'll take that over Glaivezuka any day.
Glaivezuka is still real, because you could take the board on turn 2, right? Explosive shot requires you to have a board by turn 5.
Rexa versus Malfurion. I must protect the wild. Let the hunt begin.
Keep the 2.
It's 3 damage.
3 damage is a lot of times not enough on turn 3.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Keeping it is just weak. And plus we need to just grab the board. I'd rather have the 3-2 than the 3 damage.
Yup. Someone wanted us to arcane first the spider pops and then hit the abomination with the Yeti, which would clear our entire board, and then we would drop, I guess, an animal companion. Yeah, that was the alternative play. You end up with a smaller body, because the animal companion is probably not going to be better than a 4-3, and you don't get damage on that turn, most likely.
Most likely, so why, I mean...
Yeah, it was just an inferior play, unless you really wanted to save that explosive shot, which I would rather save the arcane shot.
Yeah. Explosive shot is a clunky... It's a great card, but it's a clunky card.
If you can get value out of explosive shot, you do it.
Right.
Same with multi-shot.
Yep.
That's why the Hunter has like such a weird like play dynamic, right? All of its removals are like super situational.
It's time for a little blow.
And all of its... well, yeah, with Raptor.
Raptor. We could do Raptor. That Amani is just going to hang out for a little bit. Maybe turn 4. Maybe.
What's he going to follow it up with? Please don't do that thing where you make it bigger. Keep it at this size. The Amani should stay as a 2-3. Do not make it big. There's actually nothing the Hunter could do, I don't think, to kill that Amani before that. So I guess if you are someone who can buff the 2-3 against a Hunter, you just coin out the 2-3 and you have zero fear that the Hunter is going to remove it.
Yep.
It would have to be like double arcane shot.
Yeah.
Or like Stone Tusk Boar arcane shot. Something like Stone Tusk Boar abusive start. It would have to be a combo.
Yep. He trades? Okay.
Time waits for no one.
That's what we were gonna do anyway, so that's what I want him to do, but it's
no,
his call.
He needs to fear the
Alright, now our Amani can get some value.
Yeah, now it's Amani time.
It's time for a little blow.
Unless he taunts, then I'm sad.
He used a coin, so he needs to Grizzly here, but it's worth the risk.
Or he could Shatter Sun, but everything, yeah. Bloodfen would have been Shattered Sun immune.
Sure. It's worth the
Alright,
risk.
we get the board back.
Cool.
If
This is
only
gonna
we
be
had
free.
some way to do something on this board. Alright. 4 damage is okay. I'm not going to put out the freezing shot trap.
Yeah.
It's on turn 4. It does prevent a snipe. It does, like, you know, try to fake a snipe, but the web spinner will actually give us potentially, like, something to play later on. Because the freezing trap itself is useless. we're most likely going to explosive shot whatever he puts out.
Yeah, probably.
It's just the freezing trap would just be to fake, so that he puts out smaller stuff, which we would be able to remove.
It's too situational.
Yeah, but he has 4 mana, so nothing he puts out is something that explosive shot can't remove. Like, even if he swipes here, I'd rather do that, have done that than freezing trap, because then it potentially gives us another play on the next turn with the web spinner.
No, it's true. We need stuff to play. 2 explosive shots in our hand is bad.
No, it's great. I don't know what you have a thing with explosive shot. It's like the best card in the game.
It's way too heavy.
It's almost as good as a Mistress of Pain.
For the crusade!
Okay. I feel weird explosive trapping that, so I won't.
So you shouldn't.
Right? Do that, put a tiger out.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't change what we do.
Nope, nothing changes. Okay.
This is all fine by me. I hope he goes face and puts out something with 5 health.
The problem is if he puts out something in the Druid of the Claw in taunt form, it's pretty bad.
Not that bad. You still explosive shot and trade the raptor in. Like, it's not good, but it's not that bad.
Well, no, he's gonna... I'm assuming
then he's gonna trade.
Yeah,
see.
exactly.
Well, then you bluff and raptor and you freezing trapped. And then whatever else he puts out the next turn, you explosive shot that to deal 2 damage to the guy, and then you can,
Yeah. I mean, it just slows us down a lot,
Yeah, it's not like we have damage on him. We're not super aggressive. We just hang out, bait him into our ridiculous numbers of explosive shots and gladiators longbows.
Ridiculous.
Time waits for no one.
He should go face and play a Silver Hen Knight in the wrong position. Alright, that's a thing, I guess.
Cool. Oh.
We're definitely arcane shotting that. Do we freezing trap or tap?
I think we tap.
I think we could freezing trap, because I want him to play small. I don't want him to play a big thing. Oh, I mean, I guess he would play a big thing.
He would play a big
if it's
thing.
a free. No, we have a Bloodfen Raptor.
Okay,
So-
well, Arcane Shot is definitely happening,
Yeah.
right?
But I want a
Raptor.
Tiger, Raptor, and freezing trap. Because we
Tiger,
have
Raptor,
explosive shot
freezing
for
trap.
control.
That's true. Okay, no, you're right. The 2 explosive shots, we need to give them a little bit more validity. And this gives it validity.
Like, we're faking the snipe. He may not respect it, but I don't think it's that bad, whatever it is. It'll also prevent a charger. So, the problem is that if he plays a taunt, this freezing trap is totally worthless.
Right.
He just doesn't attack with it. I mean, he may attack with it, but he shouldn't. And he definitely has cards on us. This is one game where we do not have card advantage.
Nope.
But
the
it
position
probably
is
won't
good.
matter. Yeah, the position is really good. So he's thinking a lot about it. He may just remove.
One shot, one.
Yeah.
Swipe.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's pretty good.
Good move by him. Very good move.
Well, I don't want him to freezing trap that back, do I?
No, we gotta trade. Good move by him.
Do we have to trade?
Does that, and then he does a 3 mana, kills off the... What? Yeah. We're not anywhere close to killing his face.
No, but I mean, like, what else is the freezing trap doing?
We're gonna freeze back a 1/1 with initiative? You can still kill off the.
I wonder.
Because we're Imp Master tapping, right? That's our
Yes.
only move. He's
Yeah,
at
that's our only
19.
move.
We can get him down to 16.
It's still super far.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
That's so
Yeah,
far.
and he's
dude.
gonna Ironbark tap. So we
Yeah,
have
he's
to
gonna
trade into the
Ironbark and
1/1.
stuff. Yeah. Well, now he knows it's freezing, but
It's not necessarily that much you can do to play around a freezing trap. You just have to drop like a 2-drop or something, which is
Yeah.
what we want him to do because we have an explosive shot.
I wonder.
Hate this druid matchup. So the problem with the hunter is that it has weak matchups against like warrior, against druid, oftentimes against priest. Of those, I hate the druid matchup the most because they not only have the ability to armor up and change your hero power to basically be like a mage hero power to the face, but they also can. Well, you're gonna swipe again.
wow.
Your magic shall not save you.
Silence.
That's fine. So you can't. It eliminates, or it doesn't eliminate, but it makes it really hard for you to do one of your strategies. We explosive shot that instead of kill commanding, right? Just because we have nothing to do with our mana.
We could just let him freeze that back.
Why?
Right, so it's like, is the freezing trap more valuable, or the... Well, he
You can hold on to it until our Samana Hymen comes and then put it out.
yeah, he basically knows that it's a freezing trap, and that was the best play he could do. That's what he's telling us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Except he's gonna just put out the Ironbark next.
Yeah.
Yep. And this is the problem, right? We needed to have a board at this point. Because this is all missed damage. He needs to Ironbark, but we have been holding on to the second explosive shot for a long time too, so he's afraid of a deadly shot, potentially. Oh, that's good.
It's time for a little blood.
Come on.
Welcome to our deck, I guess.
I wonder.
I guess we let him use the freezing trap here. We explosive shot, kill the 1/1, and then tap. Just to get a tap in.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we can do. We can't use the kill command here.
Dark in.
We need that high main.
We have a billion gladiators longbows, and we are unable to draw any of them. On the bright side, our card advantage is not looking so bad anymore.
No. We just needed to draw something other than those 3 explosive shots for these turns.
Yeah. Well, 2 of them we had forever, so that last draw was really bad. We have to hope that he runs out of taunts, and then we get a gladiator's longbow up, and then kill it that way. Oh, this is good. Oh wow.
Time waits for no one.
He's not even gonna.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, he's gonna trigger it. This is fine. I mean, explosive shot kill command. Or I guess just creeper kill command and go face. Or explosive shot creeper and go face.
Explosive shot creeper go face. Kill command can go face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could kill command his face preemptively.
We do have beasts in this deck.
Yeah, no, that's true.
How many do we have left? Actually, we might not have that many left.
How many do we have left?
No, we have all the animal companions. What am I talking about?
The dark end.
Okay. We're just waiting for him to run out then. And, you know. In the meantime, we don't have our Savannah Highmane, we don't have any of our Gladiator's Longbows. Those are our card advantage cards. It's been a couple really bad draws for us.
This game could have ended a lot sooner if we had drawn differently.
Face swipe? Alright. That has to be that has to be kill commanded.
I am not a morning person.
Maybe not. He's at 11, we put him down to 9, which is effectively 10.
Alright, let's see what that is.
Okay. This kill command has to happen now on the 2-3.
Yeah, so we do this 6, 7, 8, 8.
Because otherwise we get like 1 more damage on his face if we trade the huffer.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Two,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, yeah.
It's the difference between 2 and 3 HP, so it's still 2 turns, right?
Yep. So we kill command the 2-3.
So 6, he's at 3, otherwise he's at 2 turns. No, it's still the exact same thing.
This gives him more stuff to do, which protects our face. Wait, no.
I must safeguard the
That's not right. We could have gotten 1 more damage in. Which would have made it which would have given him 1 less turn.
Oh shit, you're right. That's bad
You were
math.
doing the math, I was just trusting you on the math.
No, it does matter, it does matter.
Oh, come on.
Damn it.
I was like not doing the math because you were doing it.
Ugh, that's terrible.
Your magic shall not save me.
And it's gonna be a
Alright.
1 turn difference.
Yep, it's gonna make the difference, unless we get lucky here. Chat, ignore for the win. Yeah.
well.
Alright, good game.
That was my fault, guys. That was just me miscounting. Yep. Sorry, guys. It's on me. Always Merps' fault. Yes, it always is.
Like, the co-host's biggest job is to spot stupid things like that.
No, it was. It was.
This is
Sorry,
like very,
guys.
very clear. It's like one of the 3 things that is pointed out specifically on there. Alright, well, we're going to open up some packs, take some questions.
Yep. All right, questions, guys. Murphs, what were you thinking? That's a good question. That's a very good question.
Yeah, like that was the exact thing you were calculating too. I had given you the scenario of whether we want 1 extra damage now or if it doesn't matter, and then we can prevent some face damage. Right? Like it was all teed up.
Yeah, for
Except
some
for the
reason
man.
I didn't account for the fact that he armors up the turn after that, which is just like, it's dumb. It's dumb. And it directly led to a loss. That's my bad, guys. Captain Goof is asking if we think we would have gotten more wins with more Murlocs in the deck. Perhaps so. Perhaps so. HS Hyperion asks, is Arena getting harder for you guys after Black Rock Mountain was announced? I don't know how Black Rock Mountain is. Oh, I guess what you're saying is people are saving up the gold, people are not playing as much. I think you answered this, right, in your how you actually like playing right before an expansion comes out?
Yep.
Yeah.
Decks generally get worse as less people play when you get to the higher win rates, and that's always a good thing. Boss Farrakhan said, Outro always rages on Merps, so funny. Well, you know, if someone tells you they're going to do something and then immediately fucks up, that's something that deserves to be raged on, and Merps knows this. Producto says, Adocto, the chat thinks you misplayed the Warlock game by not running the Savannah Highmane into the Floating Watcher. That was a play. That was a play that that could have been made, and we didn't make that. We thought we could take care of the Watcher afterwards, and it turns out we couldn't. But he needed to play 3 separate cards to make it so that we couldn't do that. So I don't think that was a misplay. You can't play around 3 card combos. If you do, then you're losing more than you're winning. Travama says, Adocto, when are you going to fire Merps? You can't fire Merps. Merps is part of the Arena Coop. He has tenure. The kind that, like, you can, like, sleep with 5 students and still not get fired for.
I know. So co-hosts, watch out. Watch out.
Simplexity HS says, Adocto, I know in your article last week you said there wouldn't be that big of an arena meta change with GVG, but now there are 2 cards per class. Does this change much? Yes, it does. If there are 2 cards per class and one of them's a common, then that does change. I mean, that changes the meta up. Probably, it has a double impact as it would have had before. So yeah, that would seriously change up the meta more than it was before. But before, it was like barely going to change the meta at all. So now knowing this, it's going to slightly change the meta a bit. It's not going to be like the biggest impact ever, unless they introduce a card for a class that, you know, either like a Paladin card that deals more than 4 damage, or like a Warlock class card that heals, just like something that is so clutch to the class that it changes the way the class can be played.
Yeah. Oh, right. So another comment is by someone says, I think the freezing trap over hero power was a mistake. That was like a prediction by us, right? It's kind of
we were trying to set up the board.
Right. And I think it was the correct play, just because you have the explosive shot in hand, and you put the opponent in a tougher position. Number 1, so he needs to acquire information first. Number 2, it gives more validity to the explosive shot. I definitely think it was a good play.
Crazy Cat 87 says, are you playing another run? Nope. It's just 1 run. We have to do Earth Arena work. We have like a shit ton of work to do with the tier list and all the other updates.
Yeah, it's been just a very long day. It's been a long weekend for Adwicta. It's just been a long day for me. Kind
As
of a long
Jeremy,
yesterday as well. But
as Jeremy
yeah,
says, at Autoctel, you're right about Mistress. Currently 7-0 with Warlock, drafted double Mistress. Yeah, it's the best. I mean, it's the best card. This is like it wasn't. It was never a joke when we said it was the best card. People just reacted as if it were because we had it rated so low on the tier list. But you know, you look back on it. Every time I've had a Mistress, the Warlock's done very well. And apparently, looking at the stats, every time anyone's had a Mistress, the Warlock's done really well. So get Mistresses, guys.
yep. All right. I don't see too many more questions from the chat.
I think
yeah.
that's it for this week. We're also
All right.
really tired from Hearth Arena work. We'll come back next
we're
week
really
with
tired.
either Warlock or Priest. And hopefully that run will go more. This was a deck that if you asked me how far it would go, I would probably have said like 9 wins. And I think we had a good chance of getting there, but things happen. And
Things
it's
happen.
when you do something like so precise as try to play control with a damage thing and then you lose the board, like you need to be very very on in terms of how you're positioning everything. So the way that, and you know, people win in different ways, but the way that I like to win is not by overpowering the opponent, because that's wasting your tempo, that's wasting your cards. You want to win by somewhere between 1 and 2 damage. Or you want to win the board by somewhere where if he had just 1 extra damage on the board, or if you had just 1 less damage on the board / in your hand, you would have lost the board, or you would win the board, because that's how you get the most efficiency. So when you play in that way, you know, especially when you play a class like Hunter or Rogue or Warrior, where you also have to take face damage into account, you really need like to map out the point of damage. Like at the point at which we played the freezing trap, that damage wasn't necessary, was the calculation that we made, and it was right, that damage wasn't necessary. And in the end, that's why we like sat there, and then, you know, I was like, count it, and then when you miscount, you miss lethal. So that was us missing like half missing lethal. He could have also healed, I guess, but generally we had it. There was very little he could have done if we had actually made the right move.
Yep.
And it would have been the same. Like we would have had it even if we just held the card, because we just, you know, the whole point was all you have to do was, actually no, we needed the 2 extra damage.
We needed
it, yeah. So we needed
yeah.
to play it right then. So yeah, so we made all the right moves until miscounting.
Yeah, that was just a miscount.
Aerodyne says, at Addict, will Shankster be doing another Poltralizer on Tuesday? Shankster never did a Poltralizer on Tuesday. Merps is doing a Poltralizer on Tuesday. Shankster is on Thursdays. And I'll be, you know, popping in like towards the end of each of those runs. All right, so we're going to end this here, and I would expect the Hearth Arena update to be live like Tuesday afternoon. Hopefully, there's every time you look at it, there's more stuff to do. But it's already running pretty well on the live server. We just don't want to, like, because we're at the point, right, where whenever we do anything, there's 80 billion people criticizing us because we're just like very, very, very much out there. So we want to make it so that there's less ridiculous stuff that comes out. And when it comes out, you guys will still be helping a lot by testing, because there's going to be things that we miss. We are, you know, just 3 people looking at it, and we can't look at every possible. I mean, we are actually looking at every possible combination, but when you start having like different cards set up in your deck, like crazy things may happen. So there'll still be that, but we want to limit it as much as possible, right? So that's why we're hunkering down, and we've been. I know you guys haven't seen an update in more than a month, but you know, we've actually been working on this since before the last update was out. It's just so big that it took a couple iterations to get it functional. Like, it's actually very ambitious what we're doing. We have like Hearth Arena is now at the point where I can't think of anything where it, because we just finished making everything into objects. So now it actually has everything. It's as if it's a person who's looking at cards right now. Of course, it's not fully integrated. The 2 parts of it aren't fully connected yet, and we won't connect that until over the summer, or maybe even after that. But in terms of what each of the 2 pieces can do, it can do that very well. And then after that, it would just be us teaching it like specifically where to look. Its base capabilities are at the point in which it's significantly better than what a human player can do now. Okay, so we'll. Do you have anything else before we sign off?
No, that's it. All right, guys. Thanks for joining in. The update will be out soon for Hearth Arena and for the tier list, so look out for that. I think it should be out by Tuesday, right?
I mean,
maybe. We'll
should
see.
be out by Tuesday. All right, I'll see you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you so much. Take care, guys. Bye.